Hey guys, good evening, good evening. God bless you. I love you. Hope you're enjoying your movie called Life. The great interactive, holographic, multidimensional, uh, interactive movie called Life, Your Reality. And my God, there's never a boring moment. How could you be bored in 2020? There is like so much stimulus from all directions. There's information coming to you from all directions. And there's energy coming to you from all directions. Your work these days, my friends, is to get really good at two things, at least two things: mastering relaxation and managing your energy. You see, the pace that your life runs is the pace you're here to be doing. The pace in which you take your steps on your journey is the pace in which you need to take your steps on your journey. The pace of the world, however, seems to be a lot more accelerated than is for the benefit of humanity. In this case, we're talking to you and me. So to be able to be relaxed demonstrates an act of trust or an act of faith, whichever word you're comfortable with. And so for you to be at peace with no matter what's going on in the world, then you basically have your mind's free. Your mind is free from the slavery. Your mind is free from the addiction. Your mind is free from the obsession, the anxiety, the paranoia, the overstimulation. You see, if you put your attention on the world, it's like masturbation. I mean, you're constantly getting off on it, or you'd get off of it. And my guides told me to get off of it at the early 1990s because I saw the rabbit hole and I saw the big picture, and my wife and I decided that United States is really not our friend, and so we ended up going to New Zealand. We thought, well, we'll just get out of this country and go to another country. Little did we know that demonic forces were controlling all the countries, right? So we then end up 6 months later having that not work out. I was a spokesman at a hotel a lot for a nutrition company out of Washington State. SeaTac, were they? Federal Way, Washington. And I was a spokesman at this place, and basically I was paid $200 a week to be the speaker in front of 100, 200 people as often as they want to put me up there. And that pretty much covered our weekly rent and $10 worth of food. And so, because I was the only one who really knew what this product about. It was a multi-level marketing product. It was the early 90s. And since I was the only one who knew about this product, and I knew the most about this product, I got approved for a work permit. You know, we could have stayed another 6 months. But some scrupulous partner in Australia ends up ripping off the partnership and the product and this and that. And so Catherine and I said, screw this. And we ended up taking our round trip ticket, the other half of it, and we moved to Hawaii and started our journey over in Hawaii. Well, anyway, fast forward. Now we're having a lot of urine therapy conversations with Harry Matadine, Samuel Cohen, Bumi Samola. I've asked John DePass to join us. I've asked Monica to join us. I've asked Dr. Rosalind Hanson, who I bow to join us. And I ask any one of the major voices, advocates, and speakers and writers about urine therapy to join in the World Urine Therapy Conference Zoom calls every 2 weeks. I'm the host, narrator, moderator of these calls. I put them all together. We had a great time. We had 14 people share the screen. And if somebody will be the admin guy who can, what we're looking to achieve, and I haven't figured out how to do it yet, is to get that little field going where you have the live chat and people put their questions, and any one of the speakers or the hosts can address and answer those questions. Otherwise, you got to be looking for little icons and a heart or a symbol that tells you, oh yeah, you have to put attention to this and press that, and then the chat line opens up. I'm going, I don't want to be dealing with technology, guys. I want to be focused on the subject, the mission, and the speakers and the viewers. That's it. You know, we want a communication link going up with everybody the whole time. So that's what this is all about. We're going to let it grow organically. It's already taken on a life of its own. Within the first week, we got a whole lot of hits. Juanita, hi, I love you. I'm talking about the upcoming World Urine Therapy Conference Zoom calls that are going to be happening every 2 weeks with myself and the major urine therapy speakers and writers and voices across the planet. And it's my honor and my joy to be able to bring them all together. It feels like we're bringing the band back together because many of us have a deep respect and appreciation for each other over the last 3 years and gotten to know one another through video calls and through interviews and so forth. So it's a real thrill for me to have all these guys share the stage and share the screen together. Yeah, okay, thank you. Everybody clap your hands. So this is what's going on. I'm still at Sanctuary Garden in Boulder, Colorado. Though I get the gypsy fever. Sometimes I get the gypsy blood and I want to go travel around the world or around the country or across the country or across the world. I don't know. Are we going for flat Earth these days or round Earth? But you know, you get the idea. Point to point to point to point. And take the jumping off leap of faith and just go and open up cities and towns and get meetings going and conversations about urine therapy and play it up big. And I'm constantly asking for people who say they love me and say they support me is to send donations either directly to paypal.me/Brother Sage or through my nonprofit organization shivambu.org. The address is shivambu.org/donations, and that helps to finance all these endeavors and projects that the organization and myself are putting together, hopefully faster, because money helps it go a little bit faster. So bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you all. Any questions? Any questions tonight? Yeah, we'll flip it into a live sod song. Any questions? Any comments? Anything? Did you bring your water with you? You got your water. You got life. You could be immortal. I posted earlier tonight. This is 30-minute-old Shivambu. Is that aged enough? 30 minutes. I have so much fun with these guys. Is it aged? Is it young? Is it fresh? Is it the middle? Is it the end? Is it 6 months old? 9 months old? Oh, mine is like 42 years old. Okay, whatever. Take your medicine. Let's not get caught up into measuring the age and the specifics about our Orin, or whether it's the same gender, or whether it's the same race, or it's the same age, or whether the person was sick or healthy. Orin is Orin is Orin is Orin. You guys know you remember who the god of the ocean is? I mean, you know him through the Marvel Comics as Aquaman, and through that movie Aquaman as Aquaman. But if you dig deep, if you do your research and you get into Wikipedia, they'll tell you that Aquaman's true name is Orin. There's one for your trivia peace suitors. If you want to be Pacific, then I would be one who would look up this pistastic conversation. God, I love drinking pee. You know, it sounds really weird though. You know, if you don't have the right framework and content to have conversations with like all the urine therapy educators, we sound really sickos. You know, we sound like we're part of a cult or something because these guys talk about it like it's as natural can be. Well, to me, it's as natural as can be because there's 30 million people doing urine therapy on the planet right now. And there's probably a lot more than that. That's from the last count. And we're looking at over 50 countries. So there's a lot of momentum that's being built. And I'm excited about being with the leaders and the movers and the shakers so this tipping point happens. I've been teaching and talking about the tipping point of the urine therapy movement for the last 3 years, and I hope anybody who's watching this knows what the piss I'm talking about, what the heck I'm talking about, because the tipping point of any construct in human consciousness is one in which the limiting ideas we've held for way too long about a certain something gets broken free, and all of a sudden the mind stretches and it can take in a new idea. So such as with urine therapy. You think with 30 million people all, moving and talking and letting people know about it, and new people starting up every day, it would make the news. And Harry and I, and Fabian, and Stephen, and all of us who've been on a CBS, an NBC, or an ABC television story can tell you, you can get it on the news, and you can get the word out there. And the people who are paying attention will get the message, and they won't get hung up of when they do a mainstream media spin on urine therapy. At the very end, they always have to bring out the doctor who's going to demonize urine therapy. And all the people who know the truth about urine therapy look at the program and go, that's exactly what I thought. It's medicine. It's perfect. They totally ignore the doctor voice. And because of that, if you go to shivambu.org or reach, I guess, one of my YouTube channel, when Channel 7 interviewed me and Therese Nickel, and they came to my apartment, and I was doing Tai Chi and then drinking my pee on camera and talking about what it does for the body, this, that, and the other thing. And then they finished off the story over at the meetup, which we were having at the time at the downtown public library, which was cutting edge for any city, really. We had 8 or 9 people who would show up regularly every 2 weeks at the library. Anyway, last count as of this morning, that Channel 7 story had 29,200 views. That's got to be helping the movement. That's got to be helping tip the tipping point a little bit further. You know what I'm talking about? So, Juanita, thanks for coming on the line tonight. If you want to talk sometime, just send me out something through private messenger. We can take up a talk. The same with anybody else. I know the world is just pounding down my door to have a conversation with me that matters. And just because I have a percentage of clients that pay me for my valuable insight and wisdom and guidance, a lot of you want freebies, and I'm up for that. But you got to bring on equal energy. For me to take my time and do a lot of free consultations and life coaching with people, there's got to be some kind of energy exchange. You know what I'm talking about? Buy me a new car. Fly me to Australia. There's always something people can do. And we can all work this out. By the way, if you make friends, if you really know how to work social media like I do, if you make enough friends and you create strong bonds, human relationships, strong bonds with water brothers and water sisters, you will always have a couch to sleep on. If you decide to go travel the planet, you can be couch surfing at their house, apartment, or bungalow, whatever they have, I mean, I've got it set up that I'll never be homeless. I'll always have a roof over my head. I mean, if you got enough self-esteem and enough creativity, you can live quite wealthily and successfully on planet Earth without stressing out, without being worried about money or supply or resources or relationships or anything. And that's our innate ability as infinite intelligent beings to be able to manifest infinitely, intelligently, and instantly. So, what are you waiting for? Make it a beautiful dream. Have your best night ever. Let's get caught up as soon as possible. The guys that are on my team, go to the private messenger. We're setting up for the calls every 2 weeks, so we want to get all the topics all set up. We're going to structure it out for the next year into 2021, and this is going to spin off to all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're not already on the urine therapy Shivambu trail, you better get on board. Get down to shivambu.org and get yourself over to the Shivambu hut and get caught up with, there's like 145 members right now. It's a free membership. And to get there, you have to get the link from shivambu.org, shivambu.org, and then you'll find the Shivambu hut link and get your free membership. All right. Love you. Miss you. Hug, cyber hug, and waves of love to everybody. But first, a word from our sponsor. Whenever I'm out and about in my town and I go traveling, I'm at peace knowing that I'll always have something to drink and I will always have nourishment because I can urinate. And as long as I can urinate, I will be healthy, happy, and live a long, quality life. And if I can't urinate, I'm not shy about asking someone to pee in a cup for me or share theirs with me because I know the water of life. I know it really well. And those that know Brother Sage can count on me being solid and strong in this message and in this movement. I ain't going to leave it, ever. I'm not going to turn around. I'm not going to give it up. I'm in it to win it. And I've gone down this rabbit trail 26 years. I've been into the Shivambu urine drinking, thinking, and sharing since 1994. Not going anywhere. No time soon. Let's do the whole kit and the caboodle.